In today's video we're going to be jumping into some more Throne and Liberty, and this time I'm going to be showing you how to get hold of this absolutely awesome new guardian, Lady Knight Karmashea. Honestly, she's one of the best ones in the game if you like a bit of defensiveness. She is really cool because you get a shield applied to your character for 50% of your max mana. As well as that, your cooldowns are off the charts because your cooldown speed is raised by 40% while those shields are up. Honestly, if you like to spam skills and you like to be very tanky in the process, then this is going to be an amazing choice for your guardian. This is tied to one of the toughest missions or puzzles in the game currently, the Demon's Test, so it's definitely worth knowing about. So in order to actually start this off, the first thing you're going to want to do is go over to your codex, and then it's going to be under the exploration tab. You're going to make it all the way down to the Manor Wastelands just over here, and then it's going to be part of one of the quests you're undertaking. That's going to be this one just here, the Demon's Test. Really nice thing about this, it's all in one area, so you don't have to worry about venturing around, and you can get it done quite easily as long as you know exactly what you're doing. So just in case you get stuck and you can't work out exactly where it is, make sure you make your way around kind of this top area of this cliff face, and then it'll be just in here, and you'll be able to kick it off when you pick up the book residing on that pedestal. The area it starts off in is going to be just here, just a short way up from the Sanctuary Oasis. So click on the book and it's going to take you inside for the very first of 3 tests. So for the first one, you're going to want to align the horse in a certain direction, and what we're trying to do is make it face over on the left hand side. So keep spinning this until it rotates all the way around and it's facing left. Once that's done, you'll be able to move on to the eagle, and for this one you're going to want to do exactly the same again. You're going to keep rotating it until it looks like kind of makeshift wings on the back of the horse. I think what you're trying to do is create a Pegasus look, and then finally you've got the sword, and this is where things go a little bit iffy, so let me know how things are with you. You're going to keep rotating this until it goes all the way around. You have to press it again so that it's going to aim towards the head, and then it auto completes and you can move on to the next phase. I must admit it threw me off a bit because I thought I'd failed it, but actually that's the exact way you've got to complete that puzzle. So go through the teleportation stone and you're on to the second test, which again is one that may well be very time consuming for people if you don't know exactly how to complete it. Basically, Janabote wants you to create a tune, and all of the crystals in front of you are going to be musical notes, and you have to play it by playing them in the right order. This is actually a lot tougher than it sounds, and if you want to do it the correct way yourself, you're going to look at the notes list just to the left here, go down to the crystals, keep playing them, work out the melody, and of course on the statue behind you is going to be the actual challenge. So if you want to use it, see what you're supposed to create, you can do it that way. But honestly, I'm going to make it a lot easier for you because this way takes quite some time. So what we're going to do, you're going to press challenge and then you'll be ready to take on the puzzle. Then for this part, you're going to have 7 crystals in front of yourself and you're going to need to play them in the right order to get the perfect melody. Now for this, I'm going to try and keep it as simple as possible, so we're not going to worry about the symbols because that kind of makes things a little bit even more confusing. And instead this time, I'm just going to focus on the combination that you need to press in order to make things nice and streamlined. So you're going to go to the second crystal first and click on that one. Then you're going to move across to the 5th crystal. After that one's done, you're going to move over to the 6th. Then jump all the way over to 4, over to 3, all the way down to 1, back over to 3 again, and then finally you're going to hit that number 2 crystal and it's going to complete the puzzle. This took an absolute age to work out, so hopefully that's made things a lot easier for you. And we're going to be heading over to the last test, which is another one that is very glitchy, and I actually had to go over to Reddit to work out exactly what was going on with this because I thought it was an issue in my game. But apparently it's happening for a lot of people, and the crystals in front of you are supposed to be controlling kind of golems out in the distance that are moving, changing their angles, and can help you get to the other side of those pillars later on when you manage to put them in the right order. However, for me, they weren't showing up in the slightest and they were actually invisible, so I'm going to show you the exact combo to press in order to make this puzzle work. This time you've got 5 crystals, and the order you're going to want to press them in is going to be the second one. Then leave it a little while because it's supposed to be moving the golem in the background apparently. Then go over to the fourth one. Over to the third one. Press the third one another time. And then finally, you're going to make your way all the way over to the fifth one, and you're going to press this one twice in order to complete the puzzle. But it's a little bit trickier than that, because things are still a little bit complicated, because after that's done, all of the golems are supposed to be rearranged in the background, ready for you to jump on to make your way all the way to the end to grab the last pages of the journal. However, not being able to see them makes that a little bit tricky, so we've got another remedy for that to make your life a bit easier. So jump through the magic circle. And before we actually undertake this, what we're going to do, we're going to go over to our options and we're going to head all the way down to the very bottom and jump into the settings. Keeping on your very first tab of gameplay, you're going to head all the way down and you're going to tick the box that enables prevent falling. This is going to mean your life's a whole bunch easier. You shouldn't be able to fall off the golems because you're at a certain height, and then all you got to do, run, jump, make your way all the way forward until you can't move anymore, and then you know to jump and run all the way forward once more. Just rinse and repeat this until you get to the very end, and then you'll be able to pop off and grab yourself the last pages of Jenna Bote's research. All in all, this was a little bit tricky because it was very bugged out for me. Hopefully by the time you get around to it, everything's fixed and you'll be able to see the animations and such, because this was an absolute nightmare and probably the trickiest puzzle in the game because of the issues within it. But definitely worth doing. Honestly, that is an absolutely amazing guardian to get hold of and well worth having on any build that wants a bit of durability on their side. Definitely not going to be the best for those damage dealers, but that shield, if you're a mage, is going to be amazing, especially if you have a whole bunch of mana, and the cooldown will help you to get some of your most powerful moves back very nicely. So I'd imagine to get the very most out of this, you'd probably be rocking something like a staff and then trying to increase your mana as very much as possible with those traits, and any times you can have it on any of your gear. As always, there's going to be a whole bunch more content away from me from Throne and Liberty because I'm really enjoying the game, and if you'd like to see more from me, then why not hit that subscribe and bell icon. As always, for all things gaming, take care. I'll see you on the next day.